This is Wcfl News. New proposal by Kennedy. Presidential hopeful Robert Kennedy has come forward with a broad economic policy. In a major statement this evening, his program would be aimed at stemming inflation, maintaining full employment, and raising every American above the poverty level, largely through some drastic tax changes and selective spending cuts. And Kennedy called for an immediate minimum tax on rich people who now avoid paying taxes. John McClaren, Wcfl News. Weather in a word, overcast, 52 degrees at Marina City. Speaking to 100 of the nation's top business leaders in Hot Springs, Virginia, President Johnson called on them to help slow down the economy's dangerous inflationary spiral. Mr. Johnson asked them to hold down price increases and wage settlements, blaming the increasing inflation on the refusal of Congress to pass an income tax increase. Well, there are new problems in Democratic ranks in Indiana, and Cosmo Carrier reports.
Gary's Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher and a delegation of about 100 people walked out of a Lake County Democratic convention after County Chairman John Krupa was reelected. Krupa, who went out against Hatcher in the last mayoral election, was elected by an almost 2-to-1 vote over his opponent, John Bierman of Griffith. Hatcher's delegation voted unanimously not to go back into the convention. Cosmo Courier, WCFL News, Crown Point.
Last Monday's fire in an apartment at 5510 Winthrop Avenue has claimed a fourth life. 23-year-old Mrs. Allison Smith died this evening at the Edgewater Hospital from burns and other injuries she received when she leaped from her fourth-story window. A fellow tenant, 48-year-old Mrs. Nora Sullivan Manley, was charged with murder by arson in connection with the blaze. A top state official has lashed out at student demonstrators, and Mike Marks has that story.
Attorney General William G. Clark, who will oppose Everett Dirksen for Senator of the United States, stole the political spotlight in Carbondale this evening. Clark, the Democratic contender, lashed out at student demonstrators and troublemakers on the Carbondale campus of Southern Illinois University and said that the university demonstrator is just setting his mind on bullying the university and its administration until his demands are met. Clark said it doesn't matter whether a bomb explodes in the agriculture building on this campus or a military building is blown to heads in Saigon. There is no difference. It's still an act of war. This is Mike Marks, WCFL News in Carbondale.
While student protests at Roosevelt University have made news, it's not the only area university undergoing problems. At the Illinois Institute of Technology, another protest is taking place. Max Primack, a faculty member and a protest leader, charges that police have been harassing Negro students.
One of the black students at IIT has complained in my presence of having his identity card requested 3 times in 1 week by the same campus policeman.
Recently, according to Primack, a white student who protested when a Negro girl was forced by police to dump the contents of her purse on the ground was suspended. Well, vandals broke into the Nathaniel Dett Elementary School at 2306 Maypole Avenue tonight, doing an estimated $5,000 in damage. Police found an 8-year-old boy hiding under the principal's desk. Several other boys seen running from the school. 8-year-old Sharon Wilkins of 914 Independence Boulevard died this evening when she darted from between parked cars in the 900 block of Independence. Police said the girl had been playing in a parkway between lanes. No settlement in sight yet in the bakery workers' strike against 4 of Chicago's largest bakeries. However, both sides will meet with federal mediators again on Monday afternoon. And a 250-mile air race for women, due to kick off at Charleston, Illinois today, was postponed because of bad weather. 34 women aviators, including a 71-year-old grandmother, are due to participate. And if the weather improves tomorrow, the race will get underway in the afternoon. In sports, the Montreal Canadiens beat the St. Louis Blues 3-2 this afternoon to sweep their 4-game Stanley Cup title series. And Montreal coach Toe Blake then announced his retirement after 13 years with the NHL club. Tom Weiskopf and Miller Barber are tied for the lead in the New Orleans Greater Open Golf Tourney with 3 round totals of 203. In WCFL weather, cloudy or partly cloudy through tomorrow night. Low tonight, the upper 40s. High tomorrow, the lower 60s. Low in the 40s. Partly sunny on Monday. Currently, winds the northeast at 6. Temperatures, northwest suburbs 51, southwest suburbs 53, downtown Marina City 52 degrees.
Look at you. You're a mess.
Yeah.
Your home's a mess.
Yeah.
Your yard's a mess.
Yeah.
And to top it off, this is clean up, paint up, and fix up.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll paint up and clean up if you'll fix something.
What's that?
Your mouth.
That's what's happening. John McClaren, WCFL News, standing by for the Barney Pip program.